Hey Hogs, the easy part is over, and Calipari has already given us a heads up. How will this red team continue? Before we get to the news, subscribe to the channel and receive more Arkansas updates. The easy ride is over, and John Calipari made that clear. The hard-fought victory over LSU, on a chilly night in Fayetteville, wasn't just another positive result in the Arkansas Razorbacks basketball season. Above all, it was an honest portrait of a team that's moving forward, but still learning to cope with its own emotional weight, its recent vices, and the constant demands of playing as a ranked SEC team. The 85-81 score kept Arkansas among the top 20 in the country and pushed their record to 15-5, with a 5-2 conference record, but the road to that outcome was anything but smooth. As LSU narrowed the gap in the second half, anxiety gripped the stands. The Razorbacks' recent history in dramatic games resurfaced, that unsettling feeling that something could slip away in the final minutes. It wasn't just the opponent on the court. It was the attempt to break a pattern that has haunted the program in different sports. After a dominant performance against Vanderbilt, Arkansas took to the court with inconsistent energy. The first half was slow, and LSU knew how to exploit that. At the start of the second half, the Tigers opened up an 8-point lead, putting the Razorbacks against the wall. It was at this moment that Darius Akuff Jr. took center stage almost undeniably. The rookie led the comeback with authority, scoring 31 points in a highly efficient performance, making 13 of 19 field goal attempts. More than just scoring, Akuff controlled the pace, distributed assists, and was directly involved in 9 consecutive Arkansas baskets during the decisive sequence of the comeback. Even so, the victory didn't come without tension. Arkansas scored 52 points in the second half, converting 11 of their last 12 shots, and still allowed LSU to stay in the game until the end. Individual errors, defensive lapses, and hasty decisions prevented the game from being decided early. There was wasted opportunities at key moments, avoidable fouls, and a defense that, for a few moments, lost its collective spirit. The free throw percentage was especially alarming. Only 7 successful free throws out of 18 attempts, the team's worst performance in this category in a conference victory in decades. Calipari didn't try to sugarcoat it after the final whistle. On the contrary, he was direct, true to his demanding stance even after important victories. Thankfully, we had the will to win in the last 7 or 8 minutes, the coach stated. LSU didn't give up. We had to take control of the game. They came onto the court, played with more grit, were more aggressive, and executed their game plan. We couldn't maintain the lead long enough, so it wasn't a 5-on-5 game. We tried to steal the ball too much. Every time we tried to steal, they scored, and we committed too many fouls. In a tone of disbelief, Calipari summarized the paradox of the night. We had a very high shooting percentage, except for free throws. How is it possible to only make 30% of the shots? What are you talking about? The numbers help explain why Arkansas escaped with the victory despite the mistakes. The team made 57% of their field goal attempts and converted 10 three-pointers with a 45% success rate, compensating for the disadvantage in rebounds and the poor night at the free throw line. On the other side, LSU had a modest performance in long-range shooting and had to survive almost exclusively on physical play and free throws. Akuff, despite the historic night in terms of scoring, left the court visibly bothered by his own mistakes. After the game, he was honest in assessing his performance. "We knew we needed to stop the opposing offense more," he told SEC Network. "It all came down to defense." Shortly after, he reinforced his self-criticism. "I need to be more of a leader on defense. I need to take more pride in guarding the player. I think that's why we start so slowly most of the time." Calipari made a point of shielding his point guard, without easing up on the demands. "He has a peculiar grit. I keep working on his body language. he explained. He doesn't understand. He gets angry with himself. You're influencing the other guys. They're looking at you and you need to be the guy who says, "You're good. Do your job." It's a message that goes beyond a specific player and extends to the entire roster. Talent exists, but leadership, discipline, and consistency still need to be consolidated. The victory over LSU wasn't the most important of the season in terms of his resume, but it could become one of the most revealing. It exposed weaknesses, confirmed Akuff's potential as a central figure, and, above all, reinforced the high standards Calipari has been setting since taking over the Arkansas team. The message was clear: winning isn't enough. It has to be different. Give your opinion now.